Ever wondered how you can lose weight fast without that much willpower? Well, in this video, you'll find out exactly how I fast and how I've used kratom to help me do it. What's up, and welcome back to kratombible.com. Today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is something that I have been going to lose weight in a fast manner since about 2013. In 2013, I was watching YouTube channels, and I came across these guys called the Hodge Twins, and they have a channel called Fasting Twins. You can go over there and check these guys out, and you'll have a little bit of an idea what intermittent fasting is. I will go into it. Then I'll go into how kratom has helped me with intermittent fasting. And yeah, guys, so let me start. So what is intermittent fasting? So you guys probably know what fasting is. All it means is you don't eat for a certain amount of time. So intermittent fasting, when we start getting into the fasting mode is after we've stopped eating for 16 hours. So at 16 hours, you're considered to be good to go, basically. So 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating, that's the starting point. Now, I've liked to push my fast to see how much I've fasted, how far I can push my fast, sorry. And it's actually pretty impressive how long you can not eat once you've put this aspect of going about it into your mind. So basically, I've always had trouble with sugar. So when I mean sugar, I mean like Oreo snacks, things like that. You know what I mean? When I was a young kid, I didn't have much self-control. I got pretty obese. Well, not obese. I wouldn't say obese, but I was definitely a chubby kid. So when I was 19, I started working out. When I started working out, I lost a lot of fat, and I gained some muscle, obviously. But my main goal at that point was to lose fat. Now, when I was working out, like things happen. You get the bulk phase, the cut phase, and all this stuff, right? So I started bulking, gained more weight. But the thing is when I used to cut, I would never be able to get to the point where I'd like to be, right? As body fat wise. And I found that intermittent fasting is the only thing for me personally that can get me down to that far, just because I don't necessarily have that willpower to stick to a six meal per day diet and cut the calories. I've never been able to do it. I've tried it many times, but I've never been able to go through it in a successful way. And like I said, intermittent fasting is the one thing that I come back to all the time, and it always proves to work. There's a lot of controversy on intermittent fasting. Some people say it's unhealthy. Some people say it doesn't work. Some people say other things. But the thing is that it isn't healthy, because more that you fast, there's toxins that are being eliminated in your body, and just a whole bunch of good stuff that happens when you fast. Now, I'm not saying to fast for the rest of your life, but to fast now and then, it is beneficial to your body. And like I said before, you can go over and look the Hodge Twins up on YouTube, and I don't really think they talk about it that much anymore. But if you go into their channel, Fasting Twins, go back a couple, maybe a year or two, and you'll be able to get some good information on there. If not, you can go on kratombible.com. I've written a lot about it on there, and other than that, there's a lot of other various sources of intermittent fasting on the internet. This isn't a new thing, and yeah, I find it helps a lot to lose weight. Now, this brings me to my second point of intermittent fasting with help. So let me just talk, like, I'm going through the blog right now, the kratombible.com site, so that I can give some information. And right now, what I'm going to tell you about is the eating windows. So the eating window is the time which you have decided for yourself that you will be eating the right amounts of food that your body needs, meaning that you'll be putting the right amount of calories in a certain amount of time. So if you're fasting for 16 hours, meaning you're going to bed, okay, so let me give you what I do in the morning. So I wake up, I don't eat until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll time myself to have a 5-hour eating window. So 1, 2, that's 1 hour. 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 6 o'clock, I'll be done, have all my calories in there, and I'll be ready to stop fasting. To start fasting. Now, you don't have to do it like this. That's 5 hours because I don't do it all the time. I just like to do it in a fast manner to lose weight as fast as possible. You can even bring it down to a 3-hour eating window and 21-hour fast. I don't recommend doing this long because you will lose muscle. But if you're just looking to like trim down the last body fat, fast for about 24 hours, and you'll definitely look a lot leaner than you did before you started fasting. Now, the fasting window, basically it's when you don't eat, have 0 calories. Now, this is a little bit tough for me since I've started drinking coffee again, but what I've been reading is that you don't necessarily have to have 0 calories. Obviously, if you take a protein shake and things like that, it will kick you out of your fast. But a coffee with 1 milk and 2 sweetener, 1 cream and 2 sweetener, I find that I'm able to still lean out with that small amount of calories that there is, because there is 0 calories in a coffee, a black coffee. The sweetener, there's no sugar, so I don't get the insulin spike. The cream is the only thing that's bad. But other than that, diet sodas, Diet Coke's got 0 calories in there. That'll definitely help you because it'll give you like sensations. Sorry guys, it's a little dark in here. I tried putting a mirror here and getting it like that. I'm going to try to wrap this up because the sun's coming down. But yeah, so brings me to my point about kratom and intermittent fasting. So again, go over to my site, kratombible.com. This video will be there, but also if you're on YouTube, you'll have a chance to see all the written up stuff that I took time to talk about. So basically what kratom does, for me personally, I know there's some people out there that say that kratom makes them hungry, but I have a theory. Hear me out on this theory. So basically the theory is when I take kratom personally, I toss and wash. And make sure to go check out my video on the dangers of toss and washing, because that is very dangerous if you don't do it properly. And I've come up with a way to, well, it's probably known throughout the people that toss and wash, but if you're new, you definitely should know this. And yeah, go over to my channel, and it should be fairly up on top there. And yeah, so what I was saying, my theory is that when you toss and wash kratom, about 15-20 minutes after, you're gonna feel your stomach like growling almost, it feels like. But basically it's the kratom that's being digested, right? So at this point, I've realized myself either wanting to eat or just waiting it out a little tiny bit, chewing a gum perhaps, and then I don't have to eat throughout the whole kratom effect, right? So basically what I've learned to do is just push through that stomach growling, and then right after that, the kratom's digested, you feel great, and you don't have to eat, right? That's how I intermittent fast with kratom, because after every hour pretty much, I'll just dose some more kratom. I won't be hungry, and every time I dose it, I don't get that stomach growling as much as the first time I did. So it gets easier in that sense. So if you guys do want to try intermittent fasting, I do recommend having something like a Diet Coke. Definitely drink water. You have to be drinking water all day. That's very important. You got to keep your fluids up. And if you're taking kratom, well, that will dehydrate you. So you got to make sure you keep yourself hydrated, right? Because the body is 3/4 water, right? So that's it, guys. And make sure, what I was saying, yeah, so have Diet Coke, water, all that. And if you have kratom, I would suggest any type of kratom, basically. I love Botanical Kratom's mango right now. It is crazy. And besides that, you guys can get a 5% discount on all your orders with Botanical Kratom. Just at your checkout code, type in Kratom Bible, and then that will be done there. And then you can share that with your friends and use it over and over again. Anyway, but that's that. And again, if you do try the manga, from botanical kratom and you do try to intermittent fast, I'd love to hear about it. Make sure you join the conversation or start the conversation down in the comments section, and looking forward to see how you guys do. And if you have any questions, like I said, I've been doing this since 2013. I know it works. And yeah, guys, that's it for this video. So hope this helps. Hope this inspires you to lose some weight. And yeah, guys, until next time, take care. If you've liked this video, you'll probably like the other stuff that I'm producing. Go over to Facebook, like Kratom Bible for Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Check out my channel and hit subscribe.